It was the last hurrah here today for the 650 Formula Ford Series, and Garth Tander, it was a bit too slick for him. Bad place to park, Garth. Told you so. That was Daniel Orr. Car number 11 ended upside down but escaped unscathed. The winner, David Bernard in the Formula Ford Series, 19-year-old Sydney-sider who broke both legs last year but came back to win in '96. The Shell Superbike Series also wound up today. Spare a thought for Ben Archibald. He was part of the action on the Ducati, off on the infield for the big slide. The series went down to the wire, but Peter Goddard took the prize for Suzuki from Troy Bayliss and Martin Craghill. That clears the decks for the third and final chapter today in round 10 of the Shell Australian Touring Car Championship. This by Holden Racing for the 1996 Shell Australian Touring Car Championship. Brock and Lowndes on the front row for the final hurrah here at Oran Park. Glenn Seaton, Wayne Gardner share row 2.
Row 3, John Bowen and Mark Scaife line up again. Row 4, Larry Perkins and Russell Ingall.
And the top 10 include Alan Jones and Tony Longhurst.
It's race number 30 of 30. The last race of the Shell Australian Touring Car Championship from 1996. That's our new champion, Craig Lowndes, and he'd like to go out a winner today. Gets off the line alongside his teammate Peter Brock. A good start from Lowndes. Gets in front of the 05 Commodore and will lead the pack down into Coca-Cola corner for the first time. I think it's Seaton in third position as the rest of the field sort themselves out into Coca-Cola. Brock has a look down the inside, but Lowndes in control. Seaton up there. Ingall leading Perkins through. First the Shell Fords in there too. A very tight pack, shuffling under Dunlop Bridge for the first of 17 laps.
Oh, this has been the perfect start for Craig Lowndes. This is the way he wants to finish the series. He's been a dominant driver all season. He'd love to lead from go to woe in this final heat and take the checkered flag.
There was a bit of aggravation back in the pack there. One of the Shell Fords, I'm not sure whether it was Johnson or Bower, but oh, look at Johnson, gets very sideways as he gets the power on coming up the hill for the first time.
And Gardner also a dreadful start. He's dropped back 3 or 4 positions.
Well, Lowndes playing rear gunner for Brock in those opening 2 heats, no doubt, to try and get Brock up to third in the championship. That's out of reach now. Seaton is safe in third, so I'd say Lowndes will just streak ahead at the front of the field as he's done so many times this year. 16 wins out of 29 races. It could well be 17 from 30 by the time this is over. Gardner covers himself, tries to attack the back of Perkins' car, fight off Longhurst as well. Longhurst comes out from behind the Coke Commodore. Right out of that corner. Gardner now is getting swamped by Scaife as well. He may have a problem here.
Well, possibly he missed a gear or something happened. You know, the speed difference isn't that much. Great move by Scaife down the inside. Around goes Longhurst.
Yeah,
there's Crompton.
2 Coke Commodores off at Coke corner, surprisingly enough.
There's Crompton back on the field.
But Tony Longhurst getting caught up in that tangle with Wayne Gardner. Battle damage to the front of Crompton's car.
Longhurst looks like he's broken a bottom wishbone there or something, and
damaged steering. Let's look at that on replay. Now Scaife comes firing down the inside of Longhurst. Nice move this. Longhurst comes across, and there's contact here between the Coke Commodore and Longhurst. Jones just taps the back of the Coke Commodore, and Crompton now heading off to try and avoid the melee.
Larry Perkins on 7's race cam slides underneath Mark Scaife. Action aplenty in this final round of the Touring Car Championship.
Oh, that'll move Perkins up to 5th, maybe. No. Scaife comes back on the attack on the inside now. That gives him a slow exit out of the corner. Larry takes advantage once again, takes him back again, and Scaife will try and one more move. And we take race cam once again right up behind the Castrol Commodore. Scaife really
fantastic guys.
Terrific stuff. Changing positions within a few hundred metres of each other, and it's continuing as they come up over the bridge this time. Perkins on the brakes there. Scaife gets in behind him. Look how hard he's working on the wheel of this car. This is the battle. 5th and 6th position. There's Scaife muscling the nose toward the apex there, working hard, trying to find the advantage on Perkins as they come down toward Recaro corner once again over the dog leg, braking hard for about 180 kilometres an hour, right up behind Perkins. May have been contact there. Really applying the pressure to Perkins as we reel off another lap. There's Coke number 4, Wayne Gardner in pit lane.
Well, he'd be a very despondent man at this point in time. I would have thought his car was working very well today, and he was looking for a good result, but it just wasn't to be. He missed that gear, got down, got together with Longhurst in that first corner, and out of the race.
Nip and tuck continues with Larry Perkins and Mark Scaife from Seeger Holden Race Cam. Scaife working hard on the wheel, right on the tail of Perkins' car. Been a disappointing season pretty much for Larry Perkins. Car not going anywhere near as well as he'd like. He needs to have it going well right now because Scaife is all over him like a rash.
Well, don't forget Scaife too has had a pretty disappointing season. Came into this round, they're down to the points, only in 10th position on the points score with 147. It's not the season we expect from Mark Scaife.
Let's go back to the pits with Wayne Gardner. It's Andy Raymond.
Yeah, thanks very much. And everything was looking so good for Wayne Gardner today. A little mishap.
Yeah, it was unfortunate. You know, I made a mistake here where I missed a shift and everyone passed me in the straight. That was my fault. And Scaife went underneath Longhurst, and I seen that he pushed him out wide, so I dove underneath to follow Scaife through. And Tony Longhurst didn't see me. He's turned back in, and I'm there, and turned himself around. So it's one of the racing accidents.
Bad luck, but well driven today.
Yeah, it happens like that. But yeah, it was good fun. Good fun.
And Scaife's got under Larry again. Nip and tuck, these two. Clear track in front of him. Craig Lowndes making every post a winner. The championship already his. And on Shell Race Score you can see it's Lowndes clear in front. Peter Brock holding down second from Glenn Seaton third. Mark Scaife is fourth and Larry Perkins in fifth position.
Peter Falcon of Alan Jones. Jones in fifth, Perkins in sixth. We take race cam from the front spoiler of the Castrol Holden. Great shot there, and Craig Lowndes has gone right across the shrubs.
Oh, I'd say he's got a problem. Look at the smoke coming out of the back of the car there. Something's broken, or they've done an engine, or something's happened. But well, he'll be disappointed. I think that's his first DNF. Looks like the smoke's coming off the brakes there as well. But maybe it's broken something in the differential.
That's a big disappointment for the Shell Championship winner Craig Lowndes to have to pull off on the infield, disconsolately walk away for what would have been a wonderful triumph here at Oran Park. Let's see it again. We'll see it from Glenn Seaton's race cam, in fact. This is Brock immediately in front. Lowndes just disappearing over the bridge. Let's see what happens from here.
Yeah.
He's definitely blowing something up there. I'd say maybe an engine or a diff.
Look at the way he's fighting the car too.
A bit lucky to keep that under control.
So listen to him roar, because 05 Peter Brock assumes the front running again and is looking for 3 out of 3 in the final round here at Oran Park.
Well, another equipment failure from HRT. I guess they'd be a little bit concerned about that. There's John Trimble, the Ausjet Falcon, the ex-Dick Johnson racing machine. And he had a good start to the day with a win in the Auto Action Privateers Cup, but things haven't gone quite so well. Look at the Shell duo down 3 wide at one stage through that sweep, but John Bow takes maximum advantage, sneaks up inside the boss. That'll move Bow up another position. He's on a bit of a charge. He's up to 7th position now, just ducked in front of Johnson. Maybe even 6th. We'll check that as they come across the start-finish line this time around, but he's making good progress.
A couple of despondent drivers. Not much joy happening here.
Not a good way to finish the season. And here comes Stephen Richards down the inside of John Faulkner. These two have... oh, there's one in trouble too. 79.
It's Mike Conway, Commodore. And he won't be getting out of that little sand trap for a while.
Certainly got that one in fairly deep.
Gets very close coming out of Recaro corner onto the straight once again. Perkins, no shortage of power in a straight line. Able to box Bow in very effectively. Perkins this weekend experimenting once again on Dunlop's behalf as they build up to Bathurst. New set of Japanese Dunlop tyres, new construction on the front. Oh, they've got big trouble here coming together between Romano and Faulkner.
I'd say he's going to get bogged out there.
Oh, now that shows the effect of those sand traps.
They need more than a sand wedge to get out of that one.
Well, they're fantastic when you need your car to be slowed down, but frustrating when you're trying to get back out of them to continue on in the race.
Paul Romano, all that damage to the front spoiler. And I don't think he's going to be going much further. Looks like he's fishing around for gears there. And John Bow, you take your eyes off them for a second. He's just got inside Larry Perkins. Larry comes back on the outside. John now in the position where he wants to be, where he can cover from the front. Dick Johnson closes up to make it a Shell FAI sandwich. And Larry Perkins stuck between them now. Great battle here for 5th, 6th and 7th position. Meanwhile, Wayne Russell, Newcastle and the Union Steel Commodore in trouble. And that'll be a great disappointment for Wayne. Playing a few rounds of the national championship this year, but things not going his way at Oran Park.
Back in the pack, they can do what they like, but Brock is cruising along in front in 0.5 and looking good in this final round of the championship. The veteran Peter Brock, 9 times Bathurst winner. And of course, that's where all the roads will be heading after this completion of the Touring Car Championship. I know it's 3 months away and there's a lot of preparations to be done. 4.4 seconds the lead for Peter Brock at this point over Glenn Seaton. And hear the cheers of the crowd as Brock comes through the home corner once again and lines up for the run down the main straight.
Doesn't matter what Brocky does, he's Mr. Popular wherever he goes. Any track in the country gets an enormous cheer, as does this man.
And Brock taking it quite easy, waving to a few of the people on the sidelines as he tours around for his last lap.
I'm glad he's not waving to all of them, because that'd take quite a while. There's 25,000 plus fans here at Oran Park today to see the finale to the Touring Car Championship for 1996 that's been dominated so much by the Holden Racing Team cars of Craig Lowndes and Peter Brock. Lowndes out of action earlier in this third and final heat for the final round of the championship, leaving Brock all alone up front as he lines it up for the checkered flag. The veteran Peter Brock makes it 3 out of 3 here at Oran Park in the final round of the championship. Glenn Seaton crosses the line in second place, and third place will go to Mark Scaife.
Peter Brock it was, bringing it home for HRT. Glenn Seaton in second position. Mark Scaife, good fight back that. Alan Jones in fourth position. John Bowe in fifth.
Sixth place went to Larry Perkins, then Dick Johnson, Stephen Richards in eighth. Steve Ellery finished ninth, and Russell Engel in 10th place.
Well, the curtain has fallen on the Shell Australian Touring Car Championship for 1996, and there is no more popular victor than the round winner for today, Peter Brock. Peter, you always seem to save your best until the business end of the season.
There's a certain motivation about this time of the year, because one always remembers that Bathurst is just around the corner.
Peter, congratulations on today's round.
Thank you, and it was a fantastic result for the guys, because with my car they've had a few problems, but today vindicated it all, so thanks guys.
Congratulations, Peter Brock. The top privateer is in his first full season of racing. He's from exceptional pedigree, and he is our top privateer. Congratulations to Stephen Richards. Third place in the series overall, a new sponsor on the side of the Glenn Seaton car, and he certainly has done Ford Credit extremely proud. Glenn Seaton. Second place and the defending champion. He really is Mr. Consistency, and the top forward on the podium, John Bowe. And after 10 rounds, 30 races across 6 states, the 1996 Shell Australian Touring Car Champion, 21-year-old Craig Lowndes. Ross Brodie from the Shell Motorsport Company presenting the winner's garland. And Craig, it has been a dream year.
It has been a good year. It's it's a credit to the guys. They've been working very hard at it for a long time, and now it's all come together. We've got a great package with tyres, suspension, the whole works, so it's a tribute to them.
And it's been a while between drinks for the team too.
It has, and as Peter said, we're looking forward to Bathurst now. I've wrapped this up, and Peter's extremely looking forward to Sandown and Bathurst.
1997, do we know what it holds for Craig Lowndes as yet?
I'm not sure at the moment. I'll most likely be overseas, unfortunately, but I'll be back doing Sandown and Bathurst in the previous years.
Craig, whatever you endeavour to do, we wish you all the best. Craig
Thank
Lowndes,
you.
series champion for 1996. Gary, a very popular winner.
And just for the record, here's the final point score. Craig Lowndes at the top of the list, John Bowe in second place, Glenn Seaton third, Peter Brock finished officially in fourth place, and Larry Perkins finished fifth. Great celebrations for Craig Lowndes. What a season it's been for the 21-year-old Shell Australian Touring Car Champion, celebrating in grand style. And with Holden Racing taking that kind of package to Bathurst with Craig Lowndes and Peter Brock, the opposition has every right to be worried. Of course, the Ford Brigade will be after a parity adjustment between now and then, and the way things are shaping up, they are going to need it. Well, that's our next motorsport commitment on the 7 Network. Bathurst on October 6. It's going to be yet another great race. I hope you can join us for it. Don't forget, Bathurst October 6. It may seem a long time away, but it is